What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content that we have coming out. With this video, we are jumping into part 3 of Banner of War. This will be Hulk issue number 7. If you have not been keeping up with the Hulk line or Banner of War, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. In the last issue, we saw the epic battle between Thor and Hulk, the two titans clashing together, both Thor and Odin. Odin inside Mjolnir, his soul trapped inside of there. What they have derived from this fight is something is wrong with Banner. There's something more to this. But before they can figure this out, we have the arrival of Iron Man coming in his celestial Hulkbuster suit. This is where things are about to get interesting. Be sure to buy the comic, support the industry, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, we are jumping right into the freaking fight. With Bruce Banner's psyche trapped inside of the Hulk's psyche has taken control of his body yet again. But this time, he believes that this is a simulation. He doesn't realize he's no longer in the engine room, which means the Hulk, whatever he sees in front of him, he believes that this is a creation of Banner. He has been breaking his way through every single wave that has come at him. If there were ever to be a level 10, this is it. This is the engine room getting cranked all the way up. Hulk is not holding back in the slightest bit. We're gonna see what he is truly capable of, with Iron Man raining down everything that he has. Most people at this point, they have already fled the Black Hand of God. The only people left standing in this arena is Iron Man, Thor, and Hulk. As Thor observes from a little bit of a distance, we see Iron Man throwing everything that he has. This Hulkbuster armor, this is supposed to be draining him of his gamma radiation. With the Hulk still standing, Iron Man's trying to figure out what the heck is going on, as Boss lets him know that his gamma radiation, it is not depleting. In fact, it is increasing. As the gamma and rage build up inside the Hulk's body, his eyes begin to go black. We know what that means. We know that that is Titan being on the brink of transformation. We see the celestial Hulkbuster knocked clean out of the sky, with his suit severely damaged, trying to figure out what the heck just happened. This is where Thor jumps back into the fight, and he is letting Tony know that he needs to stay exactly where he is. Now Tony, he's trying to figure out why Thor just took a giant chunk out of his suit, letting it be known that that wasn't of his doing, not getting into the details of Mjolnir and Odin being inside of it, just saying that the hammer has a mind of its own, something that Tony is very familiar with because they just dealt with a situation like this. Trying to get to the point, trying to let Tony know that there is something wrong with the Hulk. But he lets Tony know that after everything that they have been through throughout the years, every battle, every confrontation, even when they battled with the Hulk before in the past, they have never faced anything like this. Thor believes that they might have to finally put down Banner for good. Not paying attention, this is where we see the Hulk come in and he puts Thor down into the ground, with Bruce Banner completely helpless, just watching, screaming at the top of his lungs, trying to let them know that he doesn't know this is a simulation, trying to let them know that they need to run. There is nothing to hold him back. If he believes this is a simulation, he will use every bit of his strength. There will be nothing that holds him back. With round 2 breaking out, Iron Man shoots everything he has at the Hulk. We see Mjolnir go flying off of Thor's hand. Odin firmly believing that he can reach Bruce Banner, that he can save all of their trouble if he was just given the opportunity. As the hammer comes flying in, Hulk looks over his shoulder, believing that maybe, just maybe, Hulk is worthy, reaching out to wield Mjolnir himself. That doesn't happen. The hammer smashes the Hulk down to the ground. Mjolnir on top of him, Odin letting it be known that he is here to help, trying to get into his mind and find the psyche of Bruce Banner. As the Hulk's rage begins to build, we see freaking gamma laser beams coming out of his eyes, ripping a hole into the celestial Hulkbuster suit. All of his rage, it is pouring out of Hulk. It is burning the very ground that stands around him. No one has ever seen Hulk go to this level, with enough gamma radiation to take down an entire skyline. Tony trying to let Thor know that they gotta go. Odin refusing to leave, staying on top of Hulk, trying to reach Banner. Hulk just wanting his freedom. Right before Thor is able to grab Mjolnir, we see a giant blinding light of gamma radiation. An explosion so vast, so ginormous, it can be seen from planets away, completely vaporizing everything here. If it hadn't been for the celestial Hulkbuster suit, Tony Stark would be dead, because what just happened was a gamma radiation bomb. Hulk exploded with radiation, approximately the force of 3,000 gamma bombs. An explosion of this magnitude, for any ordinary mortal, this exposure to gamma radiation would incinerate them at the atomic level. But the thing about that is, there were no humans around. So while no one was essentially vaporized, there was a god that was standing directly in the front of this blast. And while a mortal may have been taken down to the very atom, a god on the other hand, now he's gonna turn into a Hulk. A new player coming into the battlefield. We have Thor, who has been turned into the giant Green Man, and he is ready to Thor smash. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I like that little tease that they did there. You really think that Mjolnir is going to be in the hands of the Hulk. That situation quickly flips. Mjolnir is on top of his chest yet again. Odin trying with everything he can to reach inside. They know that Titan is in there. While they don't know exactly what this is, Odin and Thor both know that there is a darkness inside of him. And if that darkness cannot be controlled, then Banner needs to be put down. We saw in the last issue, I believe it was the issue of Thor, where Hulk's anger, it kind of started rubbing off on ordinary people surrounding him. We had seen an entire bar, the bar in El Paso. These people all turned into a Hulk. Bruce Banner had lost control. Titan had taken over, and they murdered everybody in that bar. Now that was just him getting a little bit angry. This is what happens when the Hulk goes nuclear. We see Thor freaking transformed into a Hulk, and that celestial Hulkbuster armor, man, did that stuff not last long. Tony really came in here thinking he was going to do some damage. The truth is, Tony Stark got his butt whooped. Both Thor and Hulk had taken him down. In this fight, we see Thor stopping him. Now, of course, it could have been done by other means. Odin being inside Mjolnir, he's got a hair trigger. Definitely not what Thor would have done, but nonetheless, it happened. I think it's a way to kind of bring Iron Man out of the fight just for a moment. But then again, who knows how long his celestial Hulkbuster suit would have actually held up. Because while he came here looking for a fight, he really did believe that this suit was going to drain Banner of all his gamma radiation, or at least a good amount of it, until he was able to be in normal form and apprehended. The truth is, they have never seen the Hulk at this level of strength. They didn't know he had laser eyes. They didn't know that he could explode in a gamma radiation bomb so freaking huge. They have underestimated the Hulk every freaking step. With 2 more issues, I cannot wait to see what happens next. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you have not yet, do me a favor, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content that we have coming out, and until the next breakdown.